Alright, so this is the video for problems 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So 6 is just saying, name two ordered pairs. Remember, ordered pairs is just a fancy way of saying points. So name 2 points that would be on the graph of f of x equals log base 4 of x. Okay. So it's just asking for 2 points. This is actually easier than the graphing ones, because if you can graph it, you can tell me the 2 points. We did that as part of that other problem. Okay. So the way we're going to do this is to think about 4 to the x, and think about what are the key points on 4 to the x. Okay, you should be able to think or know that 0, 1, 1, 4 are 2 key points on 4 to the x. So how do you take those 2 points and get key points on log base 4 of x? You flip the x and the y. Okay, because they're inverses. The x and the y flip. So on log base 4 of x, these would be 2 key points. That's all this question is asking you. Tell me 2 key points, 2 key ordered pairs. Okay? Those 2 points will be on log base 4 of x. Okay? 7 is where we start diving into the word problems. Okay? So take a second and read this if you haven't already. Here's our model. Remember that when we're looking at one of these models, this is the starting amount, and this tells us the growth or decay rate. Okay? In this case, my starting amount is 65, but be careful that Y is measured in thousands of dollars. So the car didn't start out being worth $65. It started out being worth $65,000. Okay? So our starting amount is 65,000. And then our growth rate, we got to look at that 0.85. And the first thing I got to think is, well, that's less than 1. That means its value is going down. It's depreciating. Okay? Which makes sense, right? Cars don't get more valuable. They get less valuable because they get old and nobody wants them anymore. What I have to think about, though, is what percentage is this car decaying, depreciating? Okay? It's not depreciating 85%. The 0.85 is gotten by doing 1 minus whatever percent it's going down. So if you want to think about it like this, like a little equation, what are they taking away from 1 to get 0.85? In other words, what percent are they taking away from 100% to get 85%? The answer is 0.15, or 15%. So it's going down 15%, and so it's keeping 85% of its value. So don't say the amount it's depreciating is 85%. It's depreciating 15%, because 85 is 15 less than 100. Okay? And now we've got to match up the answer. It was worth 65,000 new, and it depreciates. It goes down 15% per year. Just remember, this is an R. This is either 1 minus R or 1 plus R, depending on whether it's growth or decay. Okay? One more word problem here. It's telling us a piece of art has a starting value of this. It appreciates 3% a year, and it's asking us how much is it worth now in 2022. They give us a really good hint, which is to write an equation first. My equation is going to look like this. It's appreciating, so I'm going to do 1 plus R to the n. My A is my starting amount. How much does it start out being worth? 23,000. Be careful when you figure out this part. It's going up 3%. Take 3% and change it into a decimal, and then do 1 plus that. And that's going to tell me what goes in my parentheses. And then I'm going to leave it as n now, because I'm just writing the equation. Okay? Now I got my equation all ready to go. N is the number of years. Only thing I got to be careful about is when they say, how much is it worth in 2022? I don't plug in 2022 for the number of years. I think about how many years have gone by since I started using this equation. And I started using this equation in 1995, and now it's 2022. So off to the side, or in your calculator, do 2022 minus 1995, and you should get 27. That's how many years have gone by. So when I go to figure out how much the artwork is worth now, I'm going to plug in 27 for n. Totally something that you should toss in your calculator. Okay, throw that in your calculator. You should get out $51,089.65. We're talking about money, so make sure you keep it to 2 decimal places, because that's how they always measure cents, and that's how they always measure money. Okay? That concludes this video.